Hello, welcome to the RC Barracks. Today we will be reviewing this 1/14th scale RC car. It is ready to run. It's got IPX4 waterproofing level and four-wheel drive. This is the Hospeed X-Tmega RC car. It doesn't have a name. It's called a Polar Lights. It's got 6 lights on it, which I think is the version that I have. It's up here. The one that is advertising is this one. This is the HS14323. It puts a little sticker there marking that this is the one I have. So we're gonna crack this open and see what is inside. Alright, now we are outside here. I'm gonna set this down and we're gonna open it up. Comes with an instruction manual, as you can see here. The car itself. We got, looks like it comes with a second body. It's got 4 lights up here with a little cord. And it's got these plastic parts here. And the batteries are hidden in the sleeve, the little tire sleeve to the left. So let's take the car out here. Quite bouncy. You can see like friction shocks. Yeah, we got friction shocks on this. The body says Hurricane on it. They both do. It's got 2 more lights on the bumper right here. And the controller is in the bottom. So we're gonna open this up quick. Okay. Just take a second to pull this controller up. After getting the bottom off of this controller, you will need to pull out your small screwdriver set or just a small Phillips head screwdriver to remove the bottom panel of the controller. And you will need to provide your own 3 AAA batteries for the bottom of the transmitter. And it comes with a set of paddle tires. Neither sets of tires have foam inserts. And then in that sleeve that bag that was hidden in the sleeve contains 2 lithium-ion batteries, and it looks like a few spare parts here. I'm gonna go ahead and open that up real quick. After opening the bag, you will find your two lithium-ion batteries. They're 7.4 volt or 2S batteries with a 1300 milliamp hour rating. Dean's parallel connector is how it connects, and then it comes with a little balance charger right here in this bag here with its own screwdriver, and then a few wheel hexes and screws, because as you can see on the car here, they do not have nuts. They have just screws that go directly in there, and then a few parts that go right here as well. Alright, we'll get some batteries in that transmitter and you're ready to go. Or actually, you can go under here quick. The little pin body has little pins attached to it so they can't fall off. If they come out, you won't lose them. So we'll get this body off real quick. Looks like as if the posts, oh, never mind, those are just the little things. As you can see, the lights connect right here, and you can pull those out very easily. to swap between the two bodies. Here we got our motor. It gives you a little warning label here. As it says on the box, we go right here. It's got a 390 high-speed motor, high torsion steering servo, modular battery, adjustable strength shock absorbers, and it's got ball bearings everywhere and a waterproof ESC. See right here, we got our ESC here, and that's an interesting design I've never seen before in an RC car, where it's just right here. The connector is right there for the battery. Comes with this hard little spot to keep the battery in, and you can twist it to get it off, I'd assume. As you can see, it's got little hinges here, so you gotta put a little more force into it, I'd assume. Oh, whoops. Like that. And you simply take it, make sure it's facing the right way, and put it in the car, and then twist it to lock it in place. Like so. And this is our steering servo right here. ESC. And then we got reasonably flexible control arms, I think. Not too stiff, not too soft. We got a nice bumper here. It's got a little bit of flex in it. A very squishy wing. Very squishy wing. It comes with a wheelie bar attached. And that's about all with the car. We got this in here, and it's ready to go. We got a power switch right here. You hold that down, and it turns your car on. So we're gonna go and get some batteries for the transmitter, and we'll be ready to go. We will also try the paddle tires out as well, but we're gonna go with the stock tires first. One thing I have noticed is that neither of the bodies come with a protective film of any sort that come on the body. They're just the bodies. There's no film on it or like a plastic bag like those other brands. It's just the body. It's nice and shiny, and it feels relatively durable, not too soft, not too stiff. So those are good signs. So just a note. That is something I noted that I wanted to say. In the instruction manual, comes with your basic instructions and index. And then just tells you about how things work, basic stuff. But it does not seem the spare parts. Little basic diagram, and then all the parts here. You can buy a parts set on Amazon, which I will link in the description. But there is no exploded diagram of the car. I will link both the car and the spare parts to this car in the description of the video for you guys to pick up if you are interested. Alright guys, I've gotten batteries for the transmitter here. And put them in. Press the power button right here. We got a speed trim, and we have a steering trim. We're gonna go under. On the bottom of the chassis here, it shows you a little power button. See, right there? I like that little on logo that they use for everything. And you can easily reach the power button. And just press that. And right there, it's binded. If you want to check, there's a light under there that tells you. And we got our lights here. Oh, yeah. Connect the lights. I unplugged them earlier, so we're gonna plug them lights back in so I can get all 6 lights going. Alright guys, we got all 6 lights hooked up. The remote's paired. And now we're gonna see. Oh, that's pretty quick. That looks promising right there. Let's see. Now we're gonna test it out. Oh, we flipped it already. Let's give it a little warm up here. Got the dog out here. Dog. So that moves pretty fast in the grass as well. It moves pretty fast. It seems relatively stable. It's pretty bouncy. It's pretty bouncy. I forgot to show you what's under here. So, at the under, for the chassis, it's plastic. Nice plastic here. It looks like we got a little bit of metal up here for this part here. I can't remember what it is in the moment. But, got a little bit of metal up here. The metal springs, metal outdrive. And most of the shock is metal as well. So, we keep ripping it around. A little less rocks up in the front here. It bounces quite a bit. Oh, crashed. It rips around pretty good. This is a lot better than I thought it would be. So this car is priced at $88 currently on Amazon, and then it's got a 10% off coupon as well. So it is relatively cheap. I got it for about $81. And it's proven way better than I thought it would. Wasn't expecting this much oomph out of it, but it is relatively fast. Flip it over again. And then I also have it. Also, you can also buy extra parts for it, so you just in case if you break it, you can fix it. This is just one battery pack. I'm gonna not crash into those plants. So I'm thinking I'm gonna grab the extra battery and we're gonna head up to the park and do some bashing up at the park. And maybe get a little more speed on some flat pavement as well. I do not have a GPS, so I cannot speed test it, but it is rated to go 40 kilometers an hour. It says it goes 40 kilometers an hour plus on the box, which is, I'm not sure what that is in miles per hour. I will let you know later when I figure that out. But yeah, we're gonna grab the second battery pack and we are gonna head over to the park to further test this. Alright guys, we are just across the street from the park, but I have this straight strip here to, well, do a speed test, but without a GPS, just so you guys have an idea of how fast it goes. It brakes really well, reverse as well. It handles the long grass good as well, which is good. It does like to wheelie a little bit. But it doesn't have much grip here, but maybe we can get a little bit of a wheelie in. Just a little bit. With more traction, we can get a little higher, but at the moment, we can't get much. Sorry about that. Now we're gonna head over to the park to do the further bash. I'll catch you guys when we're there. All right, guys, we're at the park. We'll head over. And this terrain is wood chips. Get this up here and do a little jump quick. See how it does. Handles pretty well through the long grass. Doesn't struggle too much. It does quite well. Gets over that curve decently. But it rips pretty well for a budget car. Oh, smashed into that to see if anything happened. Nothing, just a few little scratches. Just about here. But there's no critical damage there. Smashing into that at a pretty high velocity. We can head out of the way here. Head over to the road and a little bit of loops around there. Get on this straight strip of pavement here, a wide one, so maybe we could do a full turn. For a smaller C car, it goes pretty fast. And of one of this type, it's a great budget RC car. Oh, flipped it. And we landed it. Look at that. There's no self-righting on this. Not something of this price, but for its price, it is really good. In my opinion, at least. Pretty durable. Hasn't broken yet. We haven't done anything too extreme though. Just a few simple jumps on wood. And a little ripping through the dirt. Oops, sorry about that. Take it down the slide and see what happens. Got a slide here, might as well do it right. Let's head up here. Whoops. Head up. Okay. Okay. Oh, we flipped. That wasn't very impressive. Hey, we landed it. That wasn't too bad. See what happens. We just send it down though. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? do we have enough traction to go up the slide? Well, we do. Open diffs do not like it, but we can do it. A little careful maneuvering, probably two-handed driving would do better. Doing all of this with one hand. But overall, pretty fast, pretty durable. Let's try to hit maybe a bigger jump here or something. We're gonna get a jump off here real quick. Post this up here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Took that pretty well. Didn't flip. Landed on throttle. Nothing broke. Probably not the greatest idea, but it's not broken. So. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm not very stable. It's a little. Has significantly better grip here. They're not pulling any wheelies though. Yeah, no wheelies happening here. Don't got enough traction. Works pretty well though. Well, I'm gonna rip it around for a little bit, see if anything breaks. And I'll catch you in a little bit. Alright guys, after a little bit of bashing, I burned through a battery pack, or maybe it overheated, which might be the case, and the lights flash erratically. But I found a jump right here that we're gonna try out. So I have jumped it a few times, so I figure I should catch it a little bit on video. Alright guys, I have burnt through both of the lithium-ion batteries. They're both depleted with the stock tires. Sorry, I was not able to get to the paddle tires in this video, but I will make a separate video that is the use of the paddle tires. So overall, its performance is very good. I used the green body, as you can see through the footage. I just used these ones. So we're going to take off all these pins and see what it looks like underneath. I did disconnect the lights, and as you can see, just put it on top of the body here. But this is very warm. You can feel it through the chassis, and it is very hot to the touch. You cannot hold your finger on that for more than a second before it starts burning you. But all the metal parts here, all the custom metals are, just the metal parts, accessories, I guess, are all this nice orange color, and I think it looks very good. But the controller is relatively comfortable to the touch. It is nice to hold. It is pretty easy to use with one hand. I had no issues with that. There's no delay, or noticeable delay at least, of the car from the remote. There was no bad or horrible delay. There were times where I believe it would overheat because it would cut off power and then get going again. I would like to note that. That is, if that is important to you. I think it was just the way I was driving it. I did drive it a little hard on the asphalt and concrete, where it would get the most of its grip. Turning hard and such, and it would like just stop moving. It would make this blinking, but then it would get going again. But it also does a blinking when it completely stops moving and then just remains unresponsive while blinking with all 6 lights. So that one means that the batteries are dead. It's like its version of a low voltage cutoff, except it doesn't decrease power, and you also can't steer. It just stops moving and flashes the lights. But overall, I am very satisfied with this car. I was quite surprised with its performance based on its price. I thought it would not be as good, but it is pretty fast. It's good response, and the controller is pretty nice. I did use the speed dial. It does get relatively slow, so if you give it to a small child, you can decrease the speed for them. The steering trim works pretty well. It is pretty. I did have to adjust it a little bit out of the box. It went a little bit to the left for me, but I just had to adjust it a tiny bit, and it goes well. They're straight, but the tires are not completely destroyed. I did a little bit of drifting and a lot of spinning when in the wood chips and dirt, but the tires are pretty good. They're like not too grippy, but they have grip to them. They're really soft, not stiff at all. But I am very satisfied with this performance, and I think it is a great beginner car for those who are getting into the hobby. And I got nothing else to say, really. Well, I do have these Hospeed batteries. These are 3,000 milliamp hours, but they are LiPos, and I don't think they'd fit in here properly. Not with that plug there. But they do have a Dean's parallel. They are 2S and 15C, or 15C discharge rate. Here, let's see quick. Happen to have these lying around. Yeah, that would not work. But it would be cool. It would be very cool. They do fit. They do not fit, I'm sorry. Maybe if you stood them up, but with that little thing there, they will not fit into the car. They are exclusive to these batteries here, which you can buy more of them on Amazon for like $10, which is pretty nice. They don't have the longest battery life though. Right, as you can see right there, 1,300 compared to these 3,000s, but these do not really come with any of them. Those ones you buy separately from any Hospeed cars. But overall, I think it's a good car. Good beginner car, good for kids. It is relatively durable. I smashed into concrete a few times, face first, and all that happened is just minimal scratching. I did hit a few wheelies, but it was very difficult to. I did not get any of them on camera. But overall, handles pretty well. We got about 3 fingers, like maybe 2 and 15/16 of a finger in there, which I don't know how much that is. I don't know the tape measure, but it's got good ground clearance for a 14 scale car. It will not center out, but the front bottoms out over here. But it has, I did smack the bottom as well. Nothing has happened. It's very nice here. And just a few little nudges in the front right here, as you can see. Just a few of those. It's not focusing, I'm sorry. Right there. But that's about it. That's all I have to say for the Hospeed or X-Tmega HS1. They're a 14 scale high speed car. I'm going to call it the Hurricane, because that's what it says on the body. Like this one's the polar lights. It says polar lights right there. So in any future videos, I will be referring to this as the Hurricane. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.